there's going to be a 2-3 split on A. Kami's going to, looks like he's going to try to get, you know, the blind for the auto queues. But it looks like Cougars is going to go this A site here. You know, we're going to see the rush. Fade's going to get 2 of them here. Mark
standing ahead.
But Yeshu's going to, you know, get some sound cues that there's someone there. Harbor brings in that wall, cutting off the half the map. French takes out Ace here.
And French gonna be looking for more runs into that right click from Yumiko there. And Harbor also being locked in for the first time. I'm sorry, I'm late to the stream here. I'm all back.
Yes, Harbor gets locked in here. You know,
that's 3.
I'm good. I'm happy to see that.
Ooh, Yumiko with a quadra kill.
Yeah.
Wow. We're gonna take round number 1.
Launching smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not. Excuse me. Still 1 player left. I got a little ahead of myself. Genjank, though, trying to be the hero, is going to pull away. Does have the ghost in hand, and he'll take that triple kill to take round number 1 for Canada County.
That game was not over when Genjank's alive. You know, we're gonna see that. You know, they planned the spike. They got it down. That Harbor wall was very good there. It could have been played a little bit later because the team wasn't fully on the spike here. Didn't fully play the spike, but we you know, it was definitely a good wall, splitting that, you know, map in half, pushing Iowa back here. You know, we're gonna see you know, Cougars pushing A site again. You know, Uno's gonna take down Aces, and you know, they're gonna rush in here. They're gonna, you know, split that map in half. French taking out Fishball. French taking out
1 enemy remaining.
And Genjang tanking out Kami P1, and now it's 5v1 here. You know, Killjoy playing that, you know, P playing that slow, but he's gonna get some sound cues that you know, someone's around him. But they're definitely searching for him and you know, waiting for him to, you know, peek. And French does get him, but Yesh actually gets the kill. So that communication was, you know, very fast when it came to that kill. You know, French definitely saw him, and you know, told Yesh to make that turn left.
Exactly right. So, I mean, that was the round that we always talk about that you're supposed to win after that pistol round win. So we head into that one that sometimes you're not always supposed to win, is that round number 3. So now we have, of course, ISF. So we'll see how they decide to play this here on the defensive side. They do have Killjoy, of course. So, I mean, they do have some strength here on the B side of things.
Yeah, you know, again, there's no healer on the side of Cougar Esports.
No, and Kami Penguin certainly knows what's happening. He's going to find, well, no, actually, P is going to end up with the kill there.
Time to hunt.
Yeah, and, you know...
Oh, Kami Penguin just blasted there through the harbor wall.
These harbor walls are really
1
good.
enemy remaining.
Here.
And that's just Genjank now. He's going to have to be strong with this operator here.
Yeah.
It's good. I think it's going to be a save ultimately, and that's what it will be.
Yeah, it's definitely a save round here. But again, a fast operator coming out in that round 3 from Genjing. You know, he's been saving those credits in the bank to get that op, and you know, keeping that op is, you know, will be, you know, a game changer here. If, you know, that op goes into an Aces hand for the fade. You know, that could be a little dangerous for Cougar Esports. But the Brimstone ult is up here. I'm ready for that harbor wall. You know, going up, because, you know, it's been cutting off the map, making it, you know, a little bit harder for Iowa to keep up with, you know, the spike being planted, because, you know, they're not fully sure on where.
We missed that there, but Haunted with the opening frag of the round onto the B site. You know, again, we see here on this particular map, you can kind of change sites where you want to be very quickly with these teleporters. Oh, Genjek with the headshot there. Didn't even need it with the operator. But now a couple of kills opening on either site. And it looks like the Cougars are going to start committing toward the B side here. Spike going to go down rather quickly.
I'll find you. Mark one.
Oh, Yumiko with that
Spike
stim
down, B.
gets that shot onto French, and now it is a 3v4. Oh, and Haunted just caught in a really bad spot. 3v3. And the spike never went down.
Yeah, the spike did not go down.
Oh, a double peek there. Genjang taking one, trading one for one ultimately.
Last
P
player
going to
standing.
be taken out here
30
by
seconds left.
Yuno with a double kill.
Yeah, that Yuno's pulling through for his team here, with these walls and disruptions and making it kind of impossible for them to see onto the site. With these walls and shields and whatever Harbor does, honestly.
Right. Exactly. Now we see a Genjang here with a really strong start. Does end up buying here at the end, a full buy for the Cougars. Not quite that for the side of Iowa State. Fortuna.
Yeah, we do see that happen.
I suggest you begins.
The Harbor all gonna come out.
Harbor all gonna come out.
Gonna push everyone. He's gonna get spotted.
Blinded.
French with the opening frag of the round. Now Haunted looking for more, finds that, and perhaps looking for more. French with a kill again. Haunted looking for three, but it ends up being French with that third and final kill of the round.
Yeah, they definitely played that round very well when it came to getting that spike down and moving in to kind of cut them off. That Harbor ult is very, very big when it came to being on that site, trying to push them back. And if you kind of stay in the Harbor ult, you kind of get concussed. It's almost like a breach ult if you're in a circle. So you're kind of
You want to play? Let's play.
If you get caught.
Now we do see that that chamber ult being used here. Gonna stand in Overwatch potentially as his team decides to move into the site. Haunted, first man here out. French getting the kill. Gonna play very aggressive in this elbow spot. Is overhealed on that Reyna. Gonna try and get some frags here. Does miss a couple shots, but it doesn't matter. Haunted getting into it too. French and Haunted just playing outside of their minds right now. Kami Penguin does take out French, playing very aggressive there. And now it's going to be a 2v4 ultimately. Does have the stinger in hand, but at the moment, or at the time, not really. He, listen, with the classic, respect. I mean, that's ultimately, that's good respect.
Respect from that headshot. They weren't, fully aware where he was. And, he's going to try to damage their economy as hard as possible, which is getting that headshot on Yesh, making him buy another Vandal here. It looks like Cougar Esports is going to go A here, maybe a B push, but it definitely looks like an A. Let's see what Iowa has in defense to that. We do see a Killjoy off.
Yesh ultimate gonna be popped, trying to clear the way potentially for his team. French with the opening frag, but just comes out of his invulnerability state there at the wrong time.
Yeah, I think if he stayed in the Harbor, or if he would have, been a little bit more prepared for aces there. Fishball's gonna hear some sound cues, but
oh, Ace's good spam right there through the box is going to do some good damage. And right now, ISF I think has the advantage of in this round. Some of the rotations coming out, Sky Ultimate going to be popped, so they're going to use that I think as a cue that A is still where the Cougars are leaning, and that's exactly where they are. So this Harbor wall is down, and it really does make things rather interesting here. Spike does get put down. Honda trying to get aggressive. Ultimately a trade 1-for-1, but low health bars on the side of Camden County. It is now a 3v1, excuse me. Now it comes down to Yesh. And the Killjoy ult being invested into this round too. I'm not sure if I agree with that. almost lines up perfectly. Yeesh with 1. Ace is gonna lock it down, but the Killjoy ultimate, again, in a 3v1, that's an interesting investment. I'm not sure that that was the time for that.
Yeah, I think maybe it was to stall out and push back the Yeesh. I don't think they were fully aware that he was, you know, low HP, and I'm not sure if they knew exactly where he was. So that could have, you know, tried to push him, you know, back, or if he didn't push back, it would have, you know, stunned him so he couldn't have shot them as they were, you know, defusing the spike. And it looks like Cougar Easters is going to go this B site here. You know, standard play. It looks like Harbor's going to put that wall up, making it, you know, even more harder for them. Haunted is going to, you know, maybe
yeah, they're getting ready here. It's funny, Harbor really does allow. Oh, but wow, Haunted got caught into a couple of swarm grenades there. It would appear, and that'll be the opening frag to get us started. And now Genjang gonna hold, and he's gonna get a kill there. You know as well. Gonna get into the action. Yeesh down on the backside to the molly from Yumiko. And now it looks like it really is ISF with a bit of an advantage here. Pushing here onto the site. Yuno goes down, and now it is just French. Does have ultimate available.
But it's going to go down.
Oh, yeah, it does go down.
Yeah, I haven't been seeing any Reyna lines here from the Reyna to, you know, kind of push them back off of the spike. You know, that definitely could have been a key part to, you know, get them off the spike. But the spike was in the tunnel to begin with, so if they were all in a tunnel, they weren't getting blinded anyway. It looks like Cougar Esports is gonna, you know, take their losses and move to the A side. I think they may need to be switching up the tempo here for Iowa, because they definitely know that their Cougar Esports is playing high tempo, and
and speaking of high tempo, this round has gotten off very fast here. Brimstone ultimate going to be used. Haunted with his back turned the wrong way. Yumiko going to be the beneficiary there. And now we see French with a Phantom in hand. Aces doesn't get the kill on Yuno. 3v4. French going to have to be large here for his team. Aces, though, is the better man this time.
Yeah, it looks like Genjing's gonna move over to the side. You know, Yeesh is kind of stuck here when it comes to
last player standing.
Genjing is gonna get taken down by P. So now it's, you know, he's kind of stuck here. He needs to, you know, get a frag or try to get through that teleporter. But he doesn't know where anyone is.
Oh wow, a great shot there. He needs one more. Very close there. One more, and suddenly that round's a little bit different, but I mean, credit Iowa State there. Definitely solid play, holding down the sites.
Yes, definitely holding down the sites. They knew that he was there. They just weren't sure where he was, you know. And, you know, the Killjoy ult did not go out, so we're lucky for that. But it looks like Cougar Esports is gonna go be here, you know, trying to switch up that play. Kami's gonna throw out his blind, get some audio cue to let them know that he was there. Reyna's gonna throw out a blind. They're gonna get some more audio cue to see if. And Haunted's gonna, you know, go in and, you know, pull back. And, you know, P's gonna move over, but he's gonna meet French over here. And, you know, gets taken down. Yukimo is gonna take down Haunted. Fishball is gonna take down Yeesh here. But the spike is down, so they do have to be careful here. Genjing is waiting over in the sides. And Fishball is going to go the wrong way. You know, it's going to take down Aces as
one enemy remaining.
Taken out. And nice Fishball is going to get a triple kill here with Yuno and Genjing Yuno on the ult. And, you know, fragging out on the Genjing. So they're definitely keeping their... I was definitely keeping up with Cougar Esports here. They definitely need to switch up the tempo here, maybe to throw Iowa off guard. You know, play a little slower. You know, move around a little slower. Make sure, you know, maybe get a pick first to get over, to, you know, secure a site, making sure, you know, everything is good and stable. It looks like Cougar Esports is going to look at that A site here. You know, and they definitely are going to play a little slower, making sure they're, you know, they don't peek, they're not spotted, and they don't, you know, getting, you know, they're trying to catch a pick here, which is a smart idea. You know, moving it down, and it looks like Gino's gonna get blinded, but he's gonna take down Kami Penguin. Now Hunt is gonna take down Yukimoto Harbor, not on the thing, and you know, Hunt is looking for more, but Genjink is gonna catch him off, and Hunt is gonna take down Aces here. And now that site's secure, they definitely changed up that tempo, and you know, P's gonna take down Yuno because no one ever knows where P is apparently.
Yeah, P is just always loose.
He's a loose cannon, but they're definitely gonna know that he's B site, and he's probably gonna be, you know, coming from the, you know, the defending site. So he needs to find another way in, but you know, he may be looking for a save this
I think the body language would say that this is definitely going to be a save potentially. You know, and again, with I can't fault it. That's kind of how I like to play. I play the economic game. Being able to take that Vandal to the next round is certainly very big. So the spike about to go off here, and the question is, can the Cougars hunt? The Cougars are on the prowl. They are going to get that sound cue there. Yesh knows. He knows. But P is not going to show themselves.
P is not going to show themselves. And, you know, the entire team on Cougar Esports has their ults. So hopefully we see some ults, you know, being scattered around, you know, the playing field here. Harbor has a really good ult here for, you know, for the team. Jet and, you know, Jet, Sova, and Chamber definitely have some good kill.
You want to
ults,
play?
Reina,
Let's play.
You know, kind of just goes rampage with her ult. You know, making everything, you know, moving. And it looks like Cougar's gonna move A site here. But Haunted's off in the wings, trying to get a pick here. The Fade, you know, tries to push back. Yesh knows that the Fade's there though, and that Harbor is gonna get them all, you know, meshed up. He's gonna take down Haunted over on the B site, and you know, Fishball moves over, making sure that, you know, that this A site gets secured, and it looks like Kami Penguin's gonna move over too. Genjin gonna take out Aces here, and Yuno's gonna take out the Brimstone here as well. So now it's a 3v3, and they're all pretty healthy here. And Kami's gonna get some sound cue here. That Chamber is there. Fishball takes down Yuno. And you know, Genjik's still alive, so, and he did see
one enemy remaining.
Yesh is gonna take down P. Yesh is gonna get a triple kill actually. You know, on this round here.
And that was an important round because again, the Cougars were in the driver's seat a majority of that half, but you started to see Iowa State start to get into a bit of a rhythm, and if you are Iowa State and you come and you suddenly you are 6-6 after how that half started, you're jumping for joy. So you needed, as the Cougars, to at least have the lead heading onto the defensive side. So as it stands, 5-7, Camden County College with the lead, and now they've switched sides. So it's time to lock it down.
And it looks like from that round, Genjin kind of stayed back and fed Yesh all of the information there, which was a good part because they knew where Genjin was, but they weren't sure where Yesh was. So Yuna's going to throw out his wall, blocking that, you know, mid off, but he's going to get some sound cues there. And you know, he's going to
just
get
misses that Prowler.
With the Prowler.
Flooding them.
And you know, now Cougar Esports knows that they're trying to push B here, and Yuno's gonna.
Ooh, actually just misses a
Fishball,
couple
and
shots
Fishball's
there.
gonna-
Fishball and Ace is going to open us up.
Yeah, and we see a,
Oh, good trigger discipline from Yesh.
but he doesn't get.
Spike
He
planted.
doesn't get anything there. It's kind of hard when you're 27.
Haunted and French here both going to get flashed, but in support of each other, and suddenly the Cougars are in this round.
Yes, now it's a 2v2 here.
And Ghosts in both players' hands.
They just have to be careful of these Killjoys, nanoswarms, because they're definitely both on the point. And Fishball is going to be lurking on the side here. Haunted's gonna get hit.
One enemy remaining.
Haunted's gonna get taken down by.
I mean, somebody needed to take that grenade down.
Yeah, Haunted tried to get the fuse, but wasn't able to, get it because there's an nanoswarm.
Yeah, honestly, tough spot. Killjoy just a menace at the defense and also defensive retakes.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we saw. I mean, the Cougars. I think the only way there is you have to play. I think you have to know there's Killjoy on the map, and you just have to play aggressive. I think you have to take some chances there.
Yeah, you definitely have to know that like 80% of the time, those nanoswarms are going to be on the spike if a Killjoy's attacking. So they definitely need to be, prepared for that spike to be nanoswarmed up, or there's an alarm bot letting them know.
Spike.
It looks like I was gonna go look for B, and we see the flank from, Haunted and I believe it, right?
Oh, Haunted actually, and Haunted and French. That flank that you talked about suddenly has been stifled. It might smell of urine, you could say. And he's there with a good trigger discipline again, but just not the right weapon
Last
in hand.
player standing. Spike planted.
Is the last person standing with the judge. They know that he is by the teleporter, but he kind of needs to be careful here. He didn't get spotted out by the. He didn't get. Oh, a nice headshot from and. Fishball's going to take him out with his Spectre. He was just too far away with that judge to take down the raise there. And here Iowa evens it up again. So Cougars definitely need to play a little bit harder here on this defense side, because Iowa's, giving them a run for their money here. They definitely won a game 3, but Cougars definitely want to shut it down in game 2. So they definitely need to play a little bit smarter and, a little less harder. Kami has a spike here, and it looks like they're definitely going to move on to P over there, making sure that flank doesn't, happen again. And Genjing is gonna take out Kami Pinguino 75, making sure that they have the upper advantage when it comes to. And Iowa is looking at that A site a little bit more closer, because they are unsure if they're 5 stacked on that B site. But is gonna put out a wall, and the sights are gonna, or the smokes are gonna go down, giving them.
French is gonna spot them out, and the smokes are gonna come down, and now it will be that A execute here, and we do see the Cougars now rotating over very quickly, just willing to cede some of that control. Ace is with the kill. French trading us back here with a really tight angle.
Yeah, but they definitely see where
30 seconds left.
It is French. Genjing taking down Aces.
I mean, at the end of, ultimately the spike is not yet down. Haunted, and a couple of the Cougars are spotting out Fishball, but nobody can kill Fishball. And P,
One enemy
getting
remaining.
into it as always. P, the player to watch on this particular map. Apparently, P apparently is a bind player. Is this bind?
Yes, this is
yeah.
bind.
So
Yep.
I always get bind and Haven mixed up for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, Bind is this map, and Haven is the one with, I believe, 3.
Correct. Yep.
Three
yes.
sites.
Correct. And the last map we were on, for while we're on this, was Ascent. So now we've got them all. These are the maps that we typically see, at least for our Cougars here, most weeks.
Watch
So
and learn.
Yeah, so, here we're going to see that Iowa's going to look B here, but Genjink's going to
Genjin gonna get 2
kills here.
Super aggressive with that chamber. Wow.
Yeah, he, gets back to Sanctity. French is going to,
Ooh, I like that move. Does get that intel. He wanted him, but he couldn't quite get him. 3v2 as the dust settles.
So that was a good play, from French.
Spike, by the way, still in the hands of ISF. So, I mean, this round's certainly not over.
Yeah, Iowa definitely needs to push this A site, or they're gonna get flanked here, but they're just unsure of where everyone is. Yesh
does get that intel, spots the shoulder. That will be enough, you would think.
Yeah,
to put the net, and Genjank in a great position will get that quadra kill. 4 kills in this round, sending us now to what I guess is the 17th round, if my math is correct.
Yes.
Oh, look at that!
16.
Round 17. Here we go.
16, right?
Well, we're into the 17th.
Now we're in the 17th.
That's all right. This is our new thing. We have to do quick math checks. Genjan gonna pop that ultimate now on the defensive side here, and you would think that usually that would mean to me, if I were ISF, that he's gonna peek this long B area, and in fact he will. So will they decide to challenge him?
Yeah, he's Aces is gonna run into.
Ooh, Aces is gonna be spotted out.
Yeah, and again, he's going to. Fishball takes out the French here, and they're gonna move Yesh over, and he's gonna go back because they see the fade Aces on the other side.
Oh, in a really tight spot here on the harbor wall. Doesn't get flashed. The timing might be everything, and that will go because Kami Penguino is down. By the way, that's the 75th Kami Penguino, not to be confused with the other 74.
Yes. They're going to move A here.
Well, it is still a 4v4. I mean, we did see that advantage was traded back and forth.
Yeah, and they do know that.
Gonna get that kill onto P. Fishball coming out now. With a triple kill. Genjank in defense of the A site is also strong, and it'll come down to Aces. Ultimate used, does spot a couple of players out, tries to find a better weapon, does have the Bulldog in hand, but I don't think that's going to be enough, although, the Cougars might just be a little too aggressive there. We'll see.
Yeah, and Aces is going to throw out that fade, but he's not going to be able to, get it in the right spots. Aces does have 10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
Is this going to be a save of the Bulldog? Rarely seen? Or, tries to get that Vandal maybe? Does get spotted out, and this is a bit of an awkward situation. The Cougars are in no hurry with the clock here. Ooh, the pre-fire comes out, but Genjank has the kill, takes that Bulldog and the save away.
Yeah, Genjank was pretty low there. He almost got, Bulldogged out. Lost his Vandal here, but we're going to see the scores. It looks like Genjink's going 20-7. Fishball's, taking it for his team, going 14-12. Last time we've seen Aces, pull through for his team. But, it's still anyone's game. Iowa definitely has learned how Cougar Esports is, playing, and, almost adapted.
Ooh, a nice little flick there onto Aces from Genjank. We do often see that aggressive play come out from the chamber. French here gonna get a double kill here. The Cougars have flipped the script, and now they are the aggressive players. Haunted as well, and now French just spots P. Nobody ever knows where P is, and P gets that kill ultimately. And we might see 2 kills here for P. P with the spike in hand. Now Genjank will get those audio cues. P is very frightened, you would think. P with a triple kill suddenly, but Yesh calms us down. Does get that 11th round for the Cougars.
Yeah, P definitely tried to get that round there for them, and definitely was, G.I. Joeing it almost.
Well said, honestly. Very well said.
Turning left and right, making sure that everyone, went down and, was kind of going, Warhammer on the Cougars, which is, we're going to get quite a player.
Some banter in chat for sure.
Yeah, we're going to get quite a player from that Haunted. And, we see here that, it looks like Iowa's gonna go A here.
Ooh, Haunted gonna get spotted out by the bot there, and that will be that sound cue for ISF to know that he is on the flank. A-Sheer going to get aggressive, finds one, almost a second. Haunted now with the flank, does get the second kill there. And now a 4v3, the advantage for Camden County College, and here comes does have the harbor wall, and we do see the Reyna blind being used as well to cover them. We see really good trigger discipline from Yumiko, but it will not be enough. Ultimately, just too much of a disadvantage, and we see the head shake no there.
Match point.
And we're going into the match point here, and this is still anyone's game. Iowa definitely changed up their flow and played hard this second game, and they're playing hard this second game. I'm sorry, I'm just already on the win. I don't know why, but
yo, I feel that. I'm with you. I am with you. By the way, can we get a Philly score check in chat? He just emoted. The French here is going to get really aggressive, spots out a couple. I think he saw just a whole lot more than that. He does get Yumiko to start us off here. A grenade going to go down, Haunted with a kill. And now again, whenever the Cougars are playing their best, they are playing very aggressive. French now pushing up with a Vandal, does get his aim pushed down here by the Raze bot.
And Unit's gonna put down that wall here, breaking for Iowa.
Oh, the judge is in hand. Judge, jury, and executioner is one more to go, and he will get it with that right click around the corner.
Yeah, definitely a good round. They squeezed in to Iowa there. It was definitely a a great game as well. P going 16-14 and Genshin going 21-8 as the two MVPs on each team. Honestly, Iowa did great.
Really, truly. If you compare to map number 1, I mean, that was a tale of two different teams.
Yeah.
And and that's why you never know in this game. I feel like talent is important, team cohesion is important. But, maps and agents and, some people just play different maps better.
Yes.
And clearly that was their map selection, I believe. And, they played, and they showed it.
Yes.
So it was a competitive round, but ultimately the Cougars started to get into that rhythm, started to play aggressive. That's when they're at their best.
Yeah, and, Iowa definitely saw that they were playing aggressive and adapted to that, making sure that, they kept the Cougars' hands a little bit more sweaty.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think the Cougars were probably surprised at just how close that second map
surprised.
was. The game is a game of momentum, and the Cougars were got the last laugh, the last bit of momentum there. So, all right. Well, that will end us. That will end us. We do, by the way, just as a little highlight, maybe we can get Quan with Siskonic here to do this as well. But we have there's a League of Legends game going on right now that we're going to get a recording of that you and I, if you're interested, and I'm going to put you on the spot here, and you want to cast that game, we are going to cast that without knowing the result. So it will, even though it's a rerun per se, the casters will not know what's happening. So point is, that's happening right now, so best of luck to them. We'll probably cast that, hope maybe sometime this week. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Make sure to give us a like, give us a little follow. Really, it means a lot to us. It means a lot to Siskonic here.
To me.
It does.
It really
absolutely does. So thank you everybody. Have a great night.
Good night.